Things forced to close. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heiser here and welcome to another episode of Heiser Says. Grab your stein of coffee because the seriousness of what is happening in New South Wales is being highlighted by the fact that Bunnings are closing. They're being forced to close. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, if I was ever one of the cases that's reported in the news, it would be Bunnings, 7-Eleven, Bunnings, 7-Eleven, Bunnings, 7-Eleven, which are the venues that I go to. I know, very exciting, very exciting, but that's a big step, guys, if they're closing Bunnings. At least one of the advantages of lockdown, if you have forced to stay home, is you can do some renos and work on the house. That's the goal. That's the Australian way. But before we have a look at this article, I want to just draw your attention to Freedom Friday tonight, live on Twitch, where we'll be looking at every political party, or all the minor political parties, and seeing what their COVID-19 and lockdown policies are, what they have on the table. Viewers right now are going through, searching the websites. One poor viewer picked the bottom of the list of our political parties and has gone through all the socialist parties to identify the policies that they have. So make sure you tune in tonight to have a look, because I still hope that there is a political solution to this. We can change who we vote for. We've got the major two. There's very little difference. What if we had some minors in there? What if they were forced to make a coalition with a minor party to get power? Then we might actually be able to see some political change. People just need to step up and start engaging in politics, and I'm hoping that will happen. But let's have a look here at what is really, what concerns me the most is Bunnings closing. New South Wales cases and Sydney restrictions. Bunnings forced to close. Retailers will be impacted by harsh new rules as this state grapples to bring its exploding case numbers under control. And, Bunnings, they'll be able to handle it. The big boys, they should be fine, but it's the smaller businesses that are never going to come back. This is the price we're paying for this government intervention. Just remember that. Is it worth it? Bunnings and other major retailers are being forced to close their doors as harsher restrictions were announced as part of Sydney's lockdown. The new rules will apply to Sydney's 12 local government areas of concern, with retailers such as Officeworks and Bunnings being ordered to close their stores and offer only click and collect from Monday, August the 23rd. The retail outlets that will be impacted by the new measures include garden centres and plant nurseries, office supplies, hardware and building supplies, landscaping material supplies, rural supplies and pet supplies. However, tradies are allowed to shop in-store where relevant. So I wonder if I've got the Bunnings trade card. Would that mean I could go in there for my Bunnings shopping if I needed to? Bunnings has previously been cited as an example of lockdown light and why Sydney cannot get on top of the outbreak, but the stores have most often been listed as casual contact sites rather than places of confirmed transmission of the virus. Well, you're pretty far apart in Bunnings. It's pretty big. It's a very airy space. You're not in a confined space. What are the... Maybe, here's the question. This is one for the HVAC engineers. What is the turnover time in air inside of Bunnings? Maybe they could increase that to have more fresh air pumping through. Where transmission to customers has occurred in retail settings, it has mostly been in smaller shops such as bakeries, butchers and banks. Dr. Chant has been at pains to stress, however, that part of the reason larger retail stores have seen fewer transmissions is not their sheer size alone, but because customers are also taking precautions. Stores located in LGAs of concern in Bayside, Blacktown, Burwood, Campbelltown, Canterbury, Bankstown, Cumberland, Fairfield, Georges River, Liverpool, Parramatta, Penrith and Strathfield will be impacted by the new restrictions. It comes as New South Wales records a total of 642 new locally acquired COVID cases, and at least 41 were infectious in the community, while there were 4 new deaths, sadly. There were a raft of new restrictions announced on Friday, including mandatory masks across the state, a 9 p.m. to 5 p.m. curfew for hotspots, Sydney LGAs, and a 1-hour time limit for exercise in hotspots across Western and Southwestern Sydney. Still waiting for a push from government to look at countering morbid risk factors that leads to increased obesity, increased comorbidity factors, which is obesity. Where's the campaign? Where's the new Life Be In It campaign? What's that? Why don't they should just get the tapes from the 80s, whack them back on the TV and go, come on, guys, step up. That will reduce our hospitalization rates, and that can work faster than people realize. Look up LCHF. So, Ms. Berejiklian has outlined why the new rules have been brought in at this stage. Clearly, two fundamental things have shifted this weekend in New South Wales, she said. The first was the sudden escalation of cases, and secondly, the feedback from police about a handful of people flagrantly disregarding the rules. For that reason, I've asked health and police to work together to give me a final list of what we can throw at this, to leave no shadow of doubt as to how serious we are about getting the rate of growth down, case numbers down. I do not want to leave a shadow of doubt. So, I want to extend my heartfelt empathy and gratitude to those populations living in the 4 LGAs of concern. I know we all know most of you are doing the right thing, but it is to protect you and your loved ones that we are doing this. Ms. Berejiklian also announced that the state's lockdown will be extended until the 30th of September. So there we have it, everyone. There we have it. Lockdowns continuing for a month. They've also got mandatory masks outdoors and curfews. Curfews in the LGAs of concern in Sydney. What is their solution? What is the takeaway to this? Well, let's get on my soapbox. I am still hopeful that we can have a political solution so that we have leaders that don't implement such harsh restrictions and look at the actual impact of what they're doing. I know there's some people that feel that lockdowns are the best solution, but you need to look at the actual evidence, everyone. There's a price to pay for all of this. And this price isn't just, a few businesses will be closed. This is increased suicidation rates. Suicide ideation is increasing. People are turning up to hospitals 40% higher than last year. There's a price we're paying for this. Is it worth it? Where's the increase in hospital capacity to deal with this? So one policy suggestion I'm quite in favor of is a royal commission into all of these responses at a national and state level. That's definitely something we need to see. And I would advocate we need to vote for politicians that push for that. Remember, this election will be coming next year. It's not that long away. And people are starting to be politically activated and frustrated. So there's a chance. What do you think? As always, please join me for the stream tonight. And if you're a fan of the channel, like, share, and subscribe to the content I produce here. There are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for Self-Wealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Aussie Broadband. You can buy our merch from Heiser Says, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.